Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today you're going to find out about loads of products that walked away from the sharks and yet still made a successful business. Up first is Cinnaholic. Shannon and Florian Radke presented their vegan, dairy-free, customizable gourmet cinnamon buns to the sharks, seeking $200,000 in exchange for a 20% stake in the company. Robert Järvik matched what they were looking for, but the deal fell through after the show due to differences in vision for Cinnaholic's future success and profit. Despite the lack of shark funding, the Radkes have continued to expand their offerings and franchise locations, with 136 locations in development.
You're welcome.
Before I go on, how many calories are in this?
Well, in our typical old school roll, it's about 480, 500, depending on the size of the roll. Yeah,
Yes.
it's about half the calories of our competitor.
Up next is a product called CoachX. CoachX, the brainchild of Derek Pack, is a ticketless coat check system that Pack pitched in Season 4. Mark Cuban was impressed enough by CoachX to offer $200,000, but Cuban also wanted a 33% equity stake in the company, which Pack ultimately declined. Pack found success even without the funding. His CoachX system has since been used in major events like the Super Bowl, New York Fashion Week, and Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. More recently, Pack has incorporated Chexology to add additional services into the CoachX family, including bag checking and rentals. Chexology closed a $1.2 million seed funding round in 2015, and today it counts American Express, Nike, Barclays Center, House of Blues, Live Nation, and Museum of Modern Art among its clients.
It is time to turn an inconvenience into an opportunity. So, how about one of you writes me a check and I'll check you into CoachX.
Another product that has done exceptionally well without using the sharks is Coffee Meets Bagel. Sisters Arum Darun and Sue Kang, who founded dating network Coffee Meets Bagel, appeared on Season 6 of Shark Tank and requested $500,000 for a 5% equity stake. Cuban offered $30 million to buy the whole company outright, the biggest offer in the show's history at the time. The Kang sisters were not looking to part with the business, and they declined. Coffee Meets Bagel still got its needed funding. In February 2016, the sisters raised $8 million, and in 2018, they raised $12 million for international expansion and live events. At the moment, the company is valued at $100 million, according to PitchBook. Since its founding, Coffee Meets Bagel has made more than 50 million matches and thousands of lasting relationships around the world.
My single sisters and I felt hopeless about dating in the big city, so we changed the game and made Coffee Meets Bagel. Here's how we got there.
Next up, we have a guy called James Martin, who pitched his product Copa Divino, wine served in a patented single-serve plastic container. Not once, but twice. He first appeared on Season 2 of the show, when he asked the Sharks for a $600,000 investment in exchange for 30% of the business. Kevin O'Leary was interested in purchasing the patented container, but not the wine itself. Martin turned down all of the Sharks' offers, as he was not interested in selling the container without his wine as part of the deal. Martin was invited to appear on the show again the following season after producers took notice of his booming sales. The company went from $600,000 to over $5 million in sales in just a year. Once again, the Sharks offered to buy the container without the wine. Once again, Martin refused all of their offers. To date, Copa Divino has sold over 100 million cups of wine, and it currently sells the products in convenience stores as well as hotel chains, supermarkets, and sports arenas.
Oh,
I'm back.
Are you kidding me? Thought we kicked you to the curb.
James, you're still dead to me.
And lastly, we have David Alwan and his specialty meats company, Echo Valley Meats. It doesn't exactly fit in with these other stories, because although he didn't turn down a Shark Tank deal, he was turned down by the Sharks. But he still managed to find success without them. He first appeared in Season 4 of Shark Tank, where he didn't receive an offer, but he did take the Sharks' advice on strategy. In the week after his appearance, the company made 7 figures, and his sales went from $190,000 to nearly $1.5 million. Alwan eventually returned to pitch his business in Season 6 and scored a deal with Cuban. Today, the business continues to thrive, engaging in successful partnerships with companies such as Neiman Marcus. Alwan also expanded into the corporate gifts market and has become a regular on QVC.